Please do me a favor and get your checkbook out. Yeah, your checkbook. You're going to be writing some checks. Uh-huh. Let me explain. Do you guys remember a while back when Plexus had changed banks? Here, let's start here. Plexus is supposed to pay us on the 15th of each month. And they typically pay us early. Sometimes it's a few days, but it's typically early, okay? And there was just 1 month when our income didn't show up, our checks didn't show up, and there was no direct deposit happening. And I mean, the whole Plexus world was freaking out, okay? Well, I started hearing echoes of what people's Plexus checks meant to them. And one time I grabbed Tarl and Alec and I said, hey, you know what? That little hiccup that the bank had was the best thing that ever happened to our team. And he looked at me, he's like, what the heck are you talking about? I said, well, let me explain. I said, it gave a sense of appreciation and gratitude for what their income does from Plexus. And I said, when it wasn't there, like it's expected each month, it just shows up, but there's no real physical touch. Remember, you're not like taking the check to the bank and saying, deposit this. It's happening behind the scenes. And so I'm issuing you this challenge because I think it will help you to understand and appreciate a couple things. First, it's going to give you an appreciation for what your efforts, your time, your energy is doing for your Plexus business and for your family, okay? So we know that the amount that you're writing that check for is usually within pretty close to the equal to the amount of time and effort and energy that you put into your business, okay? So some people put less time, some people put less energy, and some people put less effort, and so their check is smaller, okay? The people that pour their time, their effort, and their energy, their check is bigger, okay? Almost every single time. And so when people say to me, man, how is Jill making $3,500 a month and I'm only making, $500 a month? What's the difference? And every single time it boils down to the daily activities that they're doing, that is their time, effort, and energy, where are they putting it? So when you write these checks, I want you to look at the trend. Take it back 90 days, 6 months, or a year. Is your trend going up or is your trend going down? I understand the pay point, so I understand there's going to be a little variation based upon the pay point, but I'm talking about overall trends. And if your trend is up, keep on doing what you're doing. But if your trend is down, I want to encourage you, and I'm going to warn you about something that happens, and it may happen without you even knowing it. So I'm here to tell you. That's why I'm doing this video. If your trend is down with your check, there's some things that happen when you first join that happen naturally, okay? It's not a skill. It's not something you can improve upon. It's natural excitement and enthusiasm, okay? Your prospects, your potentials have no defense against it. You can't fake it. You really went to bed thinking to yourself, I think Plexus might change everything. I feel fantastic. The products are working. And from the business perspective, because this is what I'm focused on, it really does seem to cause people to join you. They join your team. They become your customers because you are so freaking excited, okay? But over time, that natural enthusiasm, here's an example. You buy a new car. You hop in that new car, it fires up every time. You got the new car freaking smell. This new car is awesome. I love it. Over time, the payments keep showing up each month, but the new smell keeps going farther and farther away, okay? So you have to remind yourself and put yourself back in new car smell with your Plexus business. So I didn't tell you had to turn into some great salesperson to be successful. I'm trying to give you some advice that can help you grow and do the things back when your checks were bigger. You were doing some things naturally. So you need to be purposeful and you need to be deliberate about inviting people to join your team based upon what you did naturally with enthusiasm before. So I still want you to be enthusiastic. I still want you to be excited because this opportunity is freaking crazy. Anybody can do this. Anybody can change their life. But once you've joined, and whether you've been an ambassador for an hour or 3 years, congratulations, you've made the best decision ever. I always use the example, a Plexus business is like handing somebody the keys to a Ferrari. We all got the same Ferrari, okay? I'm not even a huge fan of Ferraris, but I'm just using it as a symbol here. So we got the keys to a Ferrari. Some people They drive their Ferrari like a freaking gremlin, okay? They don't put any time, effort, and energy into it. They don't fire it up. They don't hit the gas. They don't say, let's go, go, go. They just kind of cruise every once in a while. Maybe they call up their mom, say, hey, you should come join us. It's awesome. Yeah, that's not going to do it. Other people throw it in gear, slam the gas to the pedal, and go, boom, I'm telling everybody, this thing is crazy. That's the way you need to be with your Plexus business. Now, those symbolic checks will really tell your story. They will tell your story. You're going to have people that come along and join you along the way. They're going to quit. I use the analogy, it's like a Ferris wheel where you're constantly filling the Ferris wheel. And some people are going to say, you know what? I want off, please. And they'll go back to being miserable, broke, whatever that was that seemed so great at the beginning is now gone. So they just move on. But you'll have some people that get on the Ferris wheel and say, oh, I want more of this. I want to keep doing this. I'm gonna literally take this to diamond. I'm gonna go all the way. And then you just encourage them and get out of their way and support them, right? But for the rest that are just kind of cruising, it's okay. Let them stay on. Let them continue to build it at their pace. But just know, if you don't load that Ferris wheel constantly, it's gonna eventually run out of people on it. And I'm telling you, the check challenge that I just gave you is a direct proportion to it. If you want to give yourself a raise each time you write this check, you continue to focus your time, effort, and energy on your business, and you'll give yourself a raise each month. I'm telling you, it's the best accountability. Everything else aside, we know we're going to have all the health benefits. We know all the things that come with those. That's a whole nother video. This one's saying, is it worth it? Should I keep doing more time, effort, and energy on this? I think so. I think if you ask the people that have the Ferrari in gear with it gas to the floor, like we have for the last 3 years, I promise you anybody can do this. Anybody. It takes effort. It takes time. And that's my favorite saying. The only difference between a silver and a diamond is time and consistent effort. Okay? So, boom. And that's what's up. Get to work. I'm out.